If you need some coins to add some ballers to your team, make sure you go ahead and check out mudreserve.com. Fast service, great rates, no need to rely on pack luck. Get yourself some coins, buy the players you want, use code SPREE at checkout for 15% off.
What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having another fantastic day today. You can call me Spree and welcome back to another No Money Spent episode. Before we get into it, I do want to quickly say thank you for all the support. We hit 700 subscribers today. Absolutely crazy. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the comments, the likes, everything. I do appreciate it from every single one of you. Now today I want to break down a bunch of new upgrades we've made to the No Money Spent team. If you've been following the journey at all, you'll know I love doing these huge upgrade videos, talking about the new players we've picked up, any new abilities, maybe some chemistries we're rolling with. The reason I'm super hyped about these particular upgrades, the team is looking really good. I'm really happy with where it's at, abilities, everything. I think the team's looking really good, but we've also put ourselves in a good position to take the next step, and we'll talk about what I'm thinking about doing over the next week or two to keep upgrading the team. As always, before we get into it, if you enjoy the video, if you enjoy the content, if you do have a good time, definitely consider popping down, hitting that subscribe button down below. If you do like the video, go ahead, hit that little thumbs up button down below as well. But let's get into it. Let's go look at the team. Let's look at the ballers we have picked up to add to the No Money Spent team. Let's start off here checking out our top players. As you can see, Namdi, Tyrone, Calico looking really good, but we have fully powered up Deion Sanders. He is a absolute goon out there. I've been locked up by him a lot of times when I go out and play, so I thought adding that beast to my team, I had to go ahead and do it. Alright, jumping on in to check out the new offense we're rocking with. We have made a bunch of changes, starting with the offensive line. As you can see, Trent Williams is our starting new left tackle. We got rid of Joe Thomas, powered him down, powered up Trent Williams. We have been running with the half Niners theme team, so I wanted to make sure I had Niners out there as much as possible. This guy is going to be able to do everything that Joe Thomas was doing. He still has edge protector, so we're going to be protected against edge threats. That's pretty much all I was worried about. On the other side, we have Mike McGlinchey. Got rid of Lane Johnson, powered him down. We made sure we put edge protector on this man as well. These guys are going to play pretty much the same as the other two. I just wanted to make sure I had more Niners out there to keep getting other boosts to my players. You'll also notice we have a bunch of backups on the offensive line. All of them Niners, all of them giving us chemistry boosts as well. It's important because just these 5 guys alone are the difference between one step when it comes to chemistries or one step when it comes to your team chemistries. So these guys are really useful to have. They definitely give a bunch of boosts. I know they're not touching the field, but they are going to boost some of the guys that are, and I think that's really important to do. I definitely suggest going ahead and trying to plan out how you can do something similar with your team. The tight ends are still exactly the same. We still have Jermichael Finley. Now I do like Darren Waller, but I need tight end apprentice for my particular offense, and he actually doesn't get it until he gets boosted right up to his 92 overall powered up. So we're going to stick with Jermichael Finley. This guy still balls out for us. When I can get the Redux, I will definitely go ahead and upgrade Darren Waller, but until then, this guy's just going to be sitting there at a backup. Checking out the running backs, quarterbacks, and the fullback. These guys are still looking pretty much the same. We have some new backups. Some of them will give Niners chem boosts. Some of them will just give chemistry boosts. So just wanted to make sure we're still getting as much of a boost as we can from our players. And then looking at the wide receiver group, the one upgrade we made is of course this man, Brandon Cooks. This guy is essential for the way that I want to run my offense. Now if we go ahead and look at our chemistries, play fake 40 out of 45. You'll notice that I changed from go deep. I don't need those deep route runners anymore. I have 2 guys, Calico and Brandon Cooks, fully powered up, who hit that deep route running threshold by themselves. We have Reggie Wayne. We don't need to worry about him running deep routes. He's just going to be short intermediate routes. So we moved over to play fake and we get a bunch of boosts from it. Pass blocking, medium route running, short route running. We still get that throw power boost as well, so we're still getting a lot of boosts. But if we go ahead and look at someone like Calico, have a look at his route running stats. He's at 90 short, 93 mid, 92 deep. Because he has stock deep route running at 90, with the boost he's going to be able to hit 90 for all of the route running. This guy is going to be able to run routes like a route technician. I don't need to put abilities on him. If we have a look at Brandon Cooks as well, he hits all the thresholds. This guy's going to be able to make plays. He's going to be able to run routes just as good as Calico, as good as anybody in the game. I don't have any spare ability points on offense, but a lot of people are running man coverage. I need to be able to get open, and hitting all these thresholds are going to give me the best possible chance to be able to do that. On top of that, both of them are really fast as well. I'm really happy with our new wide receiver core. Looking at our team chemistry boost, we have the Niners 36 out of 40. We get a bunch of boosts, +2 strength, jumping, and then +1 change of direction, agility, speed. All of these really important stats On offense though, we only have 3 starters, 3 guys that play a lot that actually get those boosts. That's going to be my left and right tackles, and then Reggie Bush as well. Most of those boosts are going to be really important for the guys that we have on the defensive side of the ball. In terms of X factors, we've got Calico and Jamarcus Finley both with double me. We've got Lamar Jackson with Omaha. This gets activated every now and again. When it does, my opponent is at a huge disadvantage, so I'm really liking this X factor. In terms of abilities, we have Backfield Master on Reggie Bush, probably my favorite ability on the offensive side of the ball. We have Slot Apprentice on Reggie Wayne. We're rolling with Roaming Deadeye and Escape Artist on Lamar. I know it's a lot easier to escape this year with any mobile quarterback. Escape Artist is definitely not as important as it was last year, but for the way I play, I think it's actually pretty important. Being able to accelerate that little bit more with this ability, it definitely helps me out. It's bailed me out a bunch of times, so I'm going to keep rolling with it. We have Roaming Deadeye as well. As you'll probably know, you can do the Roaming Deadeye glitch. You can roll out of the pocket, you release your right trigger, which is usually your run button, and you can throw on the run accurately using this ability. So 1 AP, this guy is super glitchy. It definitely helps me out. Those cover 3 beaters that I run, I need to be able to roll out of the pocket and throw absolute dots, and this guy is able to do that with Roaming Deadeye. So rolling with that ability. Tight End Apprentice, big fan of this ability, and then we have our 2 edge protectors as well out there. Overall, I'm just really happy with where we're at on the offensive side of the ball. I know we could make some more upgrades. I know we could go ahead and boost up our offensive line. I don't think I need to. I think they do enough to get the job done. I know we could go ahead and boost maybe Bo Jackson to have a better backup running back, but he doesn't touch the field very often. We've invested a lot in our wide receiver group, our tight end, our quarterback. These guys are going to be able to make plays for us. I'm super excited to see how they ball out for me in Weekend League this week. Jumping on over to the defensive side of the ball, we've made a bunch of changes over here as well. Let's get started with our new starting safety group. We have Derwin James added to the team, fully powered up, his rising star card. Checking out his stats, 90 speed, 90 man, 90 zone, 89 hit power. This guy is 6'2". He's just going to make plays for us. We also went ahead and moved our power-up pass onto this man, Jamal Adams. Checking out his stats, very similar to Derwin James, a little bit better, but 90 speed, 92 man, 95 zone, 93 hit power. This guy is 6'1", another baller at safety. The final addition we've made to the safety group is adding this man, Taylor Mays. Now, I was able to sell Isaiah Simmons, take the coins, and use it to buy this power-up. 90 speed, 90 excel, 89 play rec, 88 hit power. This guy's 6'3", one of the GOAT users of Madden. I'm a big fan of this card. I used him a lot last year. Had to go ahead and pick him up again. Now, with the way I play, all of my safeties actually come down into the box. They play linebacker for me. So all 3 of these guys are going to be able to make plays for us. Taylor Mays is going to be my user, so he's going to be all over the field. These other 2 guys, with their 90 man, I'm going to be able to cross-man them a lot as well. These guys are going to be weapons for us. As you can see, we've put Acrobat on both of them as well. They're going to be all around the ball, and I'm excited to see them just make plays for us. Looking at the linebacker group, we did go ahead and do the solo challenge to pick up the power-up for the new legend that just dropped today, Rickey Jackson. This guy, fully powered up, looks like a beast, but we don't need him right now fully powered up. I don't have the coins to go ahead and pick him up. Right now, he's sitting at the 88 overall, and that's really all I need him to be. Now, for a lot of things, base overall isn't that important, but for chemistries, it actually is. If you have a look in your chemistries, you'll see you have these base chemistries that each player can get. I think as long as you're gold, you can get chemistries added to your team. And then you'll also notice you can get double chem boost, or you can get triple chem boost, even quad chem boost later on in the year. Now, to be able to activate this double chem boost, you have to hit 87 overall. So you'll notice a bunch of guys that I have on my team. We powered down Steve Atwater, but made sure he was at double. We've got Trent Williams making sure he gives us double. We've got Darren Waller. We have this man right here. A bunch of our guys are sitting at the overall they are. Even though they're not going to be touching the field maybe, they're still going to be able to give us a bunch of chemistry boosts, and that's exactly why I powered them up. Moving over to the cornerback group, you've already seen him, but Deion Sanders has joined the team, fully powered up. Checking out his stats, 94 speed. 96 man, 95 zone coverage. This guy has crazy stats. I've also gone ahead and put the 1 step ahead ability on him. I'm going to be moving him all over the field. In man coverage, he is going to stick like glue. If there's a particular receiver or a player that's absolutely killing me, I'm going to move Deion Sanders over to him and see if we can lock him down in man coverage whenever I'm playing. I may or may not have mentioned this in the previous video, but we picked up Rod Wilson, fully powered him up. He's going to be playing safety for us. With that zone coverage, he hits that 90 threshold. He's going to be able to break on the ball as good as anyone in the game. Denzel Ward is also going going to be playing safety for us. He still has 92 speed, even though we've powered him down. We've moved the power up pass onto Jamal Adams, so we're going to see how he plays at safety as well. Looking at the defensive line, the team is looking pretty much the same. We added a few more Niners backups. We did get a few power ups though, and that's going to be super important. We'll talk about that in a second. But all of these guys are giving us Niner boosts except for Aaron Donald, and he's not going to be leaving my team anytime soon. All of those backups are going to help us with our lockdown chemistry boost as well. If we have a look at what stats you get, man, zone, press, tackle, catch, play rec, all +4. I play a lot of zone coverage, so having all of those boosts is going to help pretty much everyone that's playing coverage for me hit that 90 threshold. Super valuable. Checking out the X factors and abilities, we've got Deion, we've got Nnamdi, we've got Byron Jones, all with universal coverage. If they get picks, if they force incompletions, they're going to be able to start blinking for us, and then they're going to be able to play even better coverage. Looking at the rest of the abilities, we've got Deion with one step ahead. He's going to be manned up a lot of the time when I play. He's going to be a weapon for us, so we're going to see how he plays. Acrobat on Nnamdi, on Jamal, on Byron, and then on Derwin James as well. Our user isn't going to have Acrobat because Taylor Mays doesn't quite get it because he doesn't have that third slot. But when we fully power him up, I'll definitely look at switching out maybe Derwin James and putting it on him instead. You'll notice on our pass rushes, we do have new abilities. Double or nothing has been something that I've heard a little bit in the community that makes plays for people. I checked it on a game and these guys absolutely went crazy for us. So maybe something you want to try. I will drop a gameplay over the next few days showing it off. But from what I could see, this ability is really good and it only costs 1 AP and it doesn't get blocked out by edge protector. So I'm going to keep rolling with it. I'm going to see if it keeps working out for me, and if it does, I'm going to make sure to let you guys know so you can add it to your team. Now that's the defense. The defense is looking really good. We have guys like Steve Atwater just sitting there at the moment helping out with chemistry boost. I'd love to see a Sean T, a free safety Calvin Johnson as well. Some of those cards that I'm waiting for. We're just going to hold off, leave Steve Atwater there until we get a guy that I really want to add to the team. Taylor Mays has 91 overall, still going for a lot of coins. I want to save up and be able to pick that up as well. But for now, this 91 overall boosted up power up is going to do more than enough for us. Now I did say earlier that I picked up a bunch of these power-ups for a particular purpose, and I do want to talk about that now. We are at a stage where the team is looking really good. I'm really happy with where it's at. I don't really want to go ahead and pick up a lot of new players. It is expensive. To get upgrades for this team, it's going to be super expensive. Each card is going to cost probably a couple 100k at a time, and it takes a lot of time for me to be able to build up coins. So that's something we're probably not going to be able to do too much. But what we can do is try to improve the guys that we already have on the team. And one way we can do that is buying physical chems. Checking out someone like Deion Sanders, we know he's fast, we know he has good coverage, but we can improve him even more, make him a little bit faster with these physical chems. Now each of these chems are super expensive. As you can see, 750 for the single. If you have the right overall, it's going to cost 2,000 coins for the double physical boost. If we have a look at something like Brawler, if you hit all of the components, you have 40 boosts for this particular physical chem. You're going to be able to get +2 strength and +2 speed. Now it's not all positives. You are losing some stats. You are losing a bit of change direction, a little bit of excel with these physical boosts, and depending on which one you go with, each one is going to give different boosts and lose different stats depending on which one you go for. But for me, I think Brawler is going to be super important. We're going to get +2 speed for all of our guys. We're going to get +2 strength, which I don't actually think is that important. But the reason I want to go with this one over Sprinter, Sprinter also gives +2 speed, and a lot of people like Excel, so I see why people go with Sprinter. But when you go with Sprinter, you lose 2 change of direction, and I think change of direction is probably the most important stat after speed in the game. When you go with Brawler, you only lose 1 change of direction, so that's why I'm going to go with this. I'm going to get the highest speed boost, and it's also going to have the lowest negative effect for me for change of direction. So we're going to be saving up, trying to build up to be able to afford these new physical chems to our team. Now the last thing to think about, the only way you can get physical chems is with a power up player. There are some guys, some of the special players like a Leroy Glover, like a Sam Mills, guys that don't need power ups but can still get physical chems. So that's why I have a bunch of power ups on my team. I think I've planned it out perfectly. We are going to be able to hit all 40 components for the Brawler chem if I give physical boost to all of the guys I have powered up on the team. I think we'll actually hit it exactly, so I'm definitely going to start saving up for that. It's going to cost a lot of coins, maybe 650 to 700,000 coins to fully boost up with all the training that we need, so it's going to be super expensive, but getting +2 speed on all of our guys is going to be really good. Making sure we're not losing too much change of direction as well, super important. So that's what we're going to be saving up for. That is the next direction, the next thing I want to improve on the team. Other than that though, I'm really happy with the personnel we have. I'm happy with the chemistry boost. I'm happy with the team boost. Overall, I think this team is really good. A really stacked team, especially for a no money spent team. And I think that's going to be about it for today, folks. I still need to finish off the team standout solos. I was thinking about picking up DK Metcalf. He is fast. He is tall. but because he doesn't hit that deep route running threshold on my team, I don't know if he's going to be the move. So I think I'll finish it up, and then I'll just hold on to the pack and see who I want to add when I feel the need to. Coming up next, I do want to talk about a little bit of a coin making method that I use to build up my coins to be able to afford the team that we're working with. Yesterday I spent a bit of time doing it and it worked out quite well for me. I do want to increase the sample size before I share it with you guys, but definitely keep an eye out for that. I'm definitely considering doing a bit of a mini scheme breakdown of gun ace slot offset out of the Patriots playbook. I ran that offense exclusively last year. I had a lot of fun with it. We had a lot of success with it. It is very popular this year with the inside zone, with the traps. It's got a lot of really good route combos stock in that particular formation. So maybe we'll talk about that, some one play touchdowns, some coverage beaters, some things to think about when you're running that offense, something that you might be interested. Definitely let me know down in the comment section below. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today, folks. I know it was a lot of talking, but I did want to break down every aspect of my team. I want you guys to understand what we're trying to do, what I'm trying to build towards, what I'm thinking about and saving my coins for. I know we haven't been dropping a lot of gameplays. Those will definitely come once the team gets stacked. I'm not going to be changing a lot of personnel, so we're going to really be diving into the gameplay. So if you are a big fan of the gameplays, don't worry, your time is coming. While we're improving the lineup, while we're building up the team, this is super important to show off everything that I'm doing. I'm hoping that'll help you guys improve your team as well. If you haven't already, definitely go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. But yeah, thank you very much for coming through, everyone. Take it easy. You can call me Spree, and we out.